over that except to move the tank. So he lost gallons of fuel before he ever got on target, if he ever did get on target. It was not effective, believe me. So we tried that fuel, and the gunnery sergeant he said it's not going to work because you're going to use up many flamethrowers, but it's not going to be effective.
So, how long does 4 gallons last you in combat?
70 seconds.
And how much does that weigh with the canister?
Whole thing, 70 pounds.
70 pounds.
So you use up a pound.
Well, no, that's
No,
what.
I know the metal and the
Yeah.
air.
So it goes fast.
It goes fast, right? So we tried or the gunnery sergeant decided it's not going to work. And why can't we use a liquid rather than this gel stuff that came in 55-gallon drums? We had to pump that stuff out of the drum into the flamethrower, and you did it with a hand pump.
Oh wow.
Easy way of doing it. I mean, it was crazy. So he decided, we're going to try fluid. Well, we first mixed up kerosene. I think I'm in the right order of this. Maybe it's different, but he used kerosene, motor oil, and diesel. We tried the 3 things. And I think the kerosene was the first thing that he used. And it didn't have enough weight to it that would carry the flame anywhere. You shoot it out into the air and it would just spread out and go nowhere. The air resistance would stop it. We tried motor oil, and it was too heavy. It was so heavy you didn't get any distance out of
The
it.
flame went like.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I like the
So
old
one
Nerf
day
guns.
he came in. he had access to a Jeep, and he came in with a 55-gallon drum of 130 octane airplane gasoline in the back of that Jeep. Nobody ever knew where he got it or how he got it. He never did tell anybody. Don't guess. I sure never did know. But we began then mixing gasoline with that high octane gasoline. I mean, diesel fuel with the high octane gasoline. And it took us a while to get a measurement that would work because you need enough diesel fuel to give it body, but not too much so it wouldn't go anywhere. And you needed the high octane gasoline so it would burn hotter than 80 octane gasoline.
Now, are you the first unit in the Marine Corps to be doing this?
Huh?
You're the first unit to be doing this?
I have no idea. That was the gunnery sergeant's idea. I didn't have any new. I'm just
But this-
lowly corporal.
Maybe, maybe not. I
But
guess.
this science that you're developing is what you used on EWO?
Yeah.
So what was the blend? What was the perfect mix?
I don't remember. I really don't. I don't know how. We just mixed it in 55-gallon drums, and that's
The
what we
mixture
took
of diesel
ashore
and
with
gas
us. Yeah.
with the gel.
And
Wow.
and we learned. He told, as I said, there were no procedures to follow, no manuals to tell you how to do this stuff. When we first got the high octane gasoline, man, it burned hot. Put a little bit on the ground, throw a match on it, and it would just go boom. Holy cow, scare the boogers out of you. So we set a flamethrower out in the field, away from us, with this mixture in it, and we shot at it with M1 rifles and 30 caliber machine gun. Try to set that thing, try to puncture those tanks, but if you had that thing on your back, and it was punctured by
You're a
bullet
Roman
or-
candle.
Yeah.
That's right. And we never could puncture it. We could cut the hose. I had a hose that hooked at the bottom of the tanks and went to your gun. You could cut that
33
hose.
caliber machine gun didn't puncture.
So how thick of this metal was it?
Very thick. That's what made it so heavy. Really.
With that protection.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what's your range when you let loose the flame? You go 20 yards, 10 yards?
Depends on how you shoot it. If you shot it straight into the air, if you could get 15 yards out of it, you were lucky, because the air resistance stops it. Okay. But And he came up with this as far as we were concerned. I've seen some of these movies where the guy was firing into a cave, and he was firing away off of the ground. And he was getting probably 25, 30 yards out of it. But this guy taught us, you don't do that. You fire it onto the ground about 15 yards in front of you and roll it. And it's just a great big ball of flame that will roll and you'll get more distance out of it.
So if somebody's 30 yards away, you want to hit, you just go ahead and 15 yards.
That's right. And do it in short bursts.
So it's rolling at him. So it protects you by obscuring the vision.
That's right.
And then it's rolling onto him.
That's right.
So it
Exactly.
was,
Now, in the front of this gun was a Bakelite cylinder. That was the match that set the fuel on fire. And we called it matches. It was a round Bakelite filter, and this trigger on the gun.
Would you scratch it?
Gun, when you pulled that trigger, it pushed a steel pin out, and it pushed one of these matches through this Bakelite cylinder. And as it went out, it was like a farmer's match. It was phosphorus, and it struck. Burned for 5 seconds.
That's why there's two triggers.
Yeah.
That's the first one. Well, the one behind it, second.
Yeah. So you get 5 shots out of one of those cylinders.
So you're ambidextrous right now, right? You use both hands
That's
very
right.
easily.
The back trigger had a safety on it on the back side of the, yeah, show him that.